Ladies and gentlemen of the Washington Metropolitan Area Transit Authority, I'd like to thank you for letting us structure this Safe Track rapid response action plan for you to hopefully solve a lot of headaches for you later down the line. With that said, I'd like to start with the introduction of our presentation. Here in the Washington Metro area, whether you're from Virginia, DC proper, or Maryland, you have probably three to five primary choices of transportation to work. The very first one is public transportation. It's the easiest and simplest way to get around the DMV. Majority of people prefer it, and we always recommend it if we have someone either coming to visit us or a friend coming to town at a conference. Second, we have the automobile. Another pretty popular choice. However, if you choose to drive, you also choose to spend more than give or take half of your lifetime in traffic. With that said, the last one we have is biking. Absolutely. Biking saves trees, it's green, it's phenomenal. However, what if you live too far away from work? What if the destination you're trying to reach does not have a bike lane or a bike path? What if it's winter? Clearly, that's out of the question. Why I chose to work on this campaign. Early January of 2015, an incident occurred. I believe it was on the Yellow Line. Over 70 people were hospitalized, and 61-year-old lady passed away from very heavy smoke inhalation. The Metro Rail system carries over 721,000 people each weekday, meaning that summer, 8th grade trips, when everybody comes down to DC, the Metro lines carry even more people during the weekends. The smoke and fires occur almost twice a week. It's consistent. Metro quarterly reports show that 86 incidents happened in 2003, 85 in 2014, and the quarterly reports have not yet been released for 2015, so we're awaiting that. Our campaign description is we have our objectives and engagements for this project that will include the promotion, awareness of incident and appropriate response measures, building a capability among relevant stakeholders to respond to incidents with necessary resources in a timely fashion, demonstrate and test the use of communication tools, which I will go through in depth later down the presentation, to disseminate the information and the responses to crisis situation. Finally, we'll gather the input to inform the general public, Metro riders, and all WMATA staff. My 10 step-by-step reactionary communications plan. I'd like to focus on the first 5 steps, followed by steps 6 through 10. I devised this plan to really get into the details and not only pay attention to one specific channel of communication, but through all, trying to connect the stakeholders with the general audience and vice versa. Help them help each other. So with the first one, we have the station managers. I have 3 bullets for this, which I will read from my general schema. Point 1, immediately contact dispatch and notify trains ahead and behind the rails that they have started a fire via red, blue, orange, silver, any line which we choose. Step 2, the intercom. All conductors will notify passengers inside the train to exit through the nearest smoke-free car. If smoke is apparent, immediately in an orderly fashion move to the next car closest to you that's smoke-free. Person-to-person contact. Of course, once an accident occurs, it's usually automatic. Pick up your phone and begins texting. Once the general audience within the train cart and the train station sees that an accident or commotion is happening, people begin to text one another. Person-to-person contact. Text message alert. Engage EAS, emergency text message. Use simple messages so people don't get overwhelmed. 5. Police department. Letting people know by word of mouth and ensuring safe exit. Have the police and the first responders come down, firemen taking care of the fire, police engaging with the general public from the top and the middle, escorting people out, blocking the entrances, letting people know what's happening, and engaging, being the on-ground first line of response troops. The billboards, the metro signs. Although when people are at a panic, they don't stop and read signs, we'd like to have an internal electric billboard that simply says emergency alert and direct the people to the exit signs. 7th, we have the website. Update all warning metro fire alerts through the general WMATA site, FEMA site, DHS site, and all emergency government sites. Mobile application. Send emergency text. Fire, red, orange, blue railway. Please avoid until further notice through the WMATA Metro app, DC Metro area alerts apps, so on and so forth. There's plenty of apps out there that we all have downloaded that gives us updates not only on our transportation, but on the weather, the traffic, everything. Radio. Not a lot of people listen to the radio, but there could be concerned people picking up their loved ones from work from the metro station. What happens then? Listening to the radio station. Choose, I would say, the top 3 radio stations in the Washington, D.C. area and begin streaming. 10, press release. Is Charlie down there? That's my dog. I apologize. Press release. We have WMATA, FEMA, and DHS PR departments send out 3 press releases, giving straightforward detail on the problem, electrical railway circuit malfunction caused on fire, red, blue, orange lines. Power has been shut down temporarily. Please stand down until further notice. And finally, I didn't put this in the presentation, but I did write it down in my notes as the 11th point, although I'd like to keep it to a concise 10, is talking points to local and regional national leaders. In every crisis situation, people want to have a point of contact. In my professional opinion, I believe that we should have 3 primary WMATA PR spokespeople that will be appointed as the primary points of contact. They will release everything from the top down approach to the dissemination of all social media channels and all ports. The takeaways. What did I learn from this? Precautionary preparedness is key. Yes, it is unpredictable, but we know it's going to happen at any moment. The Metro Quarterly reports say so. Reconstructing the entire Metro railway system will cost way too much. These 10 easy steps will bring practicality to a complete crisis.